Amanda, I got a couple questions for you real quick.
Okay.
I don't know if the fires, the prescribed burns began today or not. Did they?
No, they did not begin today. They're tentatively scheduled to begin tomorrow.
Okay.
So I will know, and I have an 8 o'clock meeting tomorrow morning, so they're going to brief and make sure everybody's on the same page. But yeah, we'll be putting Facebook posts up and updates throughout the week. As those.
Down here in the basin, or especially our neighbors up on the mountains there, last year, in the northern part of the state scared the hell out of everybody. You know that.
Sure, for sure.
And then the fire in Ruidoso was way too close for comfort, and especially for those that live there. How can the Forestry Service guarantee that there's not going to be one that, well, I know you can't guarantee, but how are you going to be able to do these fires and not endanger the people or the structures?
For sure, yeah. So we don't just go out and just start a fire. There's a long process that goes into that. We monitor the weather moving up towards the tentative burn and then, the day of. So it goes up to the point where I've been, in on meetings where we're all set to go. The crews go out. They go out and do a small test burn, and they just cancel the whole thing because they're like, you know what, this isn't going the way we want it to. So we just cancel everything. So it's very much just by the minute, just monitoring conditions minute by minute to make sure everything's safe and everything's is under control. Because the last thing we want is, just to go out there and start working and then things go south.
Right. So. Well, yeah. And hopefully we never experience what happened last year again.
For sure.
Whew.
For sure. Yeah.
Now, you mentioned a test burn. I've seen that in other press releases. Can you explain exactly what that is?
So I'm not a fire expert, but they go to a pile, they start, testing a small area and just see how it reacts. So they're going to see, are the conditions too wet, too dry? And they can tell by the way that small area is burning. So it's very small and it's easily put out if things are not going the way they need it to. So it's just, like a test burn, that's exactly that. It's just testing a small portion to make sure that, it's not too dry, I guess, and, it's going to just burn the way they need it to so that they can put the parameters around it and keep things going the way they want it to.
And this fire is, from what I'm understanding here, it's going to be a 90-acre area located between Capitan and Ruidoso. So that's heading up the mountain. Yeah,
so that is where it's going to be. What I was told, I'm sorry, I'm very new to the area, so I know this particular portion they've been planning on burning for quite some time. There's a lot of piles that they prepare in advance, piles of fuel, stuff like that. And this particular burn, it is actually one that I was in on that they canceled it a while back just because conditions weren't where they needed them to be. So now they're looking at it, and again, tomorrow morning, they're going to go out there, do a little test run and make sure things are still good to go. And then, we're not 100%, and it may, it says 90 acres. However, it may not be the full 90 acres. And I do half of it and decide, that's enough. We're done.
Smoke will be visible in Ruidoso, it says. Will we be seeing it down here, or do we know yet?
You could. So yeah, we say, we put kind of a blanket, you could see it from anywhere, but if you know the area, if you look at the maps and look at that area, if you're seeing smoke, it could well be, from Ruidoso, I think Capitan, and then also with the 3 communities we threw in there. But yeah, from the road, you might be seeing a little bit of smoke as they're setting things, keeping that fire, starting pile burns and stuff like that. So
now you say you're not from here. Where are you from?
Oh, I'm from Wyoming. So yeah, that's where I'm originally from. Yeah. So I moved to New Mexico in April. So yeah, that's where I moved down here from Cheyenne. So really excited to be down here.
I imagine. So. Well, because down here you could see what a real cowboy looks like.
Well, we got real cowboys up here.
Oh, no,
we all say this is where the real cowboys.
This is where they are.
So,
I mean,
okay, I'll take. Yeah.
I mean, when one of the state heroes is Billy the Kid, I don't think Wyoming can compete with that.
Fair. Well, we got. I don't know. We have who is it? Tom Horn. That's my hometown's claim to fame is we got him. But yeah, I don't think he was. I don't know. But yeah, we I was pleasantly surprised when I moved down that, I wasn't leaving.
Yeah.
Leaving what I'm used to. It's a hot version of Wyoming, I like to say. So it's a lot of similarities there.
Yeah, well, and this year has been definitely hot. Well,
It has
Amanda,
been.
welcome to the land of entrapment, land of enchantment.
Okay.
Glad to have
I
you.
appreciate it.
And hopefully we hear from you soon here on KALH Crazy Radio soon. And we'd like to keep up to date as to what's going on up in the forest, because they stretch down here too.
For sure, yeah. And I just I want to stress that we go err on the side of caution all the time with these prescribed burns. If we feel like just anything's not going the way we need it to go, we pull the plug on it, and we will update everybody as that happens. So follow our Facebook or Twitter or New Mexico Fire. All of those places are updated regularly on updates for these.
All right. So Amanda Fry from the Forestry Service, thank you so much for joining us, Amanda. You have a wonderful day.